Welcome, beautiful woman, to the She Who Stands for a New World 5-day global online retreat. In this retreat, we welcome you into an activation portal into the core of your essence, the heart of your mission, and the soul of your business. My name is Nicole Costerus, the host, presenter, and creator of this retreat. And today I am here with dear friend Ronja Sebastian. Now, Ronja is the first woman that I saw when I started to long for a location independent lifestyle. And when I saw her traveling around the world, I was like, how is she doing this? How is she creating these awesome events all over the world? Seeing all these amazing places and just basically go wherever she wants to go in each moment. And so before I bring it over to Ronja, I just want to share that Ronja is an international event leader, experienced designer, and catalyst into limitless living, bridging consciousness and awakening with next level business creation, bending time, creating more while doing less, tapping into quantum reality and effortless manifestation. Attendance, attendance, Attendees consistently describe her events as the most impactful, epic, transformative experiences of their lives, and kind of like taking the limitless pill. She's the founder of the Ecstatic Awakening Retreat, featuring Desert Dwellers, ATIYYA, Lizzie Jeff, Purangi, Kaminanda, Liquid Bloom, Trevor Moon Tribe, Karim Raihani, and the Human Experience and Temple Step Project. She's also the creator of the Deep Woman Immersion, Unwind, Unlock, Uplevel, Deep Woman Orgasmic Alchemy, the Limitless Meditation, and the 22 Minutes of Bliss experience. She's currently living in Costa Rica with her partner Gabriel Rima, who produces conscious hip hop music under the name of Zen Tempest. Her message is: we are limitless beings, you are love, and everything is possible. Welcome, Ronja. I'm so happy that you are here with us today and to share about this topic of flow state, bending time, and breaking rules in business. Yes. And like I said, I remember that you were the first woman that I saw living this location independent lifestyle. And I remember being super inspired by you and just really grateful that I entered into your first ecstatic awakening retreat. And yeah, there are a few other moments that I would love to share with the women who are watching. But first, I want to just give the word to you and say welcome, welcome. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Nicole. I am so happy to be here. And as you're sharing about when you came to the first ecstatic awakening retreat and then having witnessed you just completely quantum leap in so many ways since then, and just the exponential growth that you've had since then, it just blows me away. So I'm happy to be here with you.
Yeah, and that's only like 5 years ago, I think. Yeah, 5 years ago. Yeah. And there's like two, like this first thing of like you being the first woman that I saw living the location independent lifestyle. But also there was this other moment that really stayed with me where you came to me in the second ecstatic awakening retreat. You said, Nicole, what if you would stop playing small? What would you be doing? And then in that same moment, this download comes for my retreat, Women Who Walk Between the Worlds, that I'm now hosting in Spain in Hidden Paradise. And it's just like, I feel there is something with you that makes this bending time and space of like amazing downloads available. And so I would love to, yeah, I would love to hear you share more about what this means for you, flow state and bending time and breaking rules in business.
Mm, beautiful. I love this. Yeah, so when you asked me about what I would love to share about on this immersion, and you also shared with me this theme of women who stand for a new world, and I'm getting goosebumps again, but I got goosebumps then when you just said, I gotta just reflect to you as well, Nicole, that you with names of things like women who walk between the worlds, see beyond eyes, and some I don't remember the whole thing, but and then women who stand for a new world and women of ancient futures. It's just I'm just getting goosebumps, goosebumps, goosebumps. It's just you have way of just naming things. And so when you shared with me this immersion, I was like, well, what would I love to share? Because there's so many different things that we could dive into. And so this theme of flow state, bending time, and breaking rules in business came to me really strongly when you asked me about this. And so my journey with flow state has been one of the most impactful experiences of my whole life, and it has shifted everything that I have created since then. And we'll share more about what it is, why it's so cool, and how you can get into it and begin to create from this deeper place where time bending becomes a really real thing. But for me, I discovered it almost accidentally because many years ago, when I was going through my own healing journey, I went very deep into breath work and sacred sexuality practices and shaking and body activations and energy activations and Taoist and tantric practices. And I would notice that the difference between how I operated when I said, say, for example, just had a day when I was like, okay, it's working day. Let me open my computer and just start doing stuff. That compared to when I started the day, not turning on my phone, not going online, other than maybe to go and find a specific meditation on YouTube or something. But when I started my day with either breath work or with bioenergetic shaking, which for those of you women who are new to shaking, I imagine if you've been with Nicole, she's probably doing it with you as well. But it's basically when you just stand on the ground with your feet flat and you just begin to find this bouncing in your body and you begin to just allow everything to shake. So your hands, your neck, your booty, just everything is just shaking. And I would do that when I got into it. I would do it for sometimes just a few minutes, but sometimes for like an hour and a half straight. And it was like the only thing that comes close to it, I would say, would be plant medicine or something really deep. I know both you and I, Nicole, have had quite a lot of experience with going into this other dimensions and realms through plant medicine. But what I found was that through breath work and through shaking, it's like we tap into a space that is so much bigger and so far beyond whatever is the recycled material of the thinking mind that just keeps on going, and the 2% of our capacity that we basically have access to when we are just in that thinking repetitive state of the mind. And so what I started noticing was that whether it's an hour and a half of shaking or just like 5 minutes of breath work, or sometimes just like working out or doing yoga or going to the gym, something that would bring me into a deeper space of aliveness and expanded consciousness is like I just started having downloads and ideas and things started coming through. And so whereas before, for example, if I were to create, say, a website for a retreat, I would sit down with my computer and try to think of what to write. Now, the new way that shifted, that happened when I started tapping into this, was, for example, for the Deep Woman immersion that you, Nicole, have been a part of several times as a facilitator as well, previously called the Ultimate Goddess Retreat, now the Deep Woman immersion. I did a 1 hour breath session, and during the breath session, doing breath work, I just started hearing the words and I started seeing the entire website. I started just seeing all the words, all the what's called copywriting. Like, copy is basically everything that it's just written word on a website or anywhere, really, book, social media, whatever. And I just started seeing, receiving the words. I saw all the graphics, I saw all the layout of the entire thing. And then once I had received this, I just had to go and create it, which actually took the longer time, but like receiving the whole thing was really fast. Or another time I was in a space of just very deep inspiration. I was on my way from the Unconventional Life retreat in Bali on our way to our Airbnb in Canggu. And we were having the Dream Beyond Mastermind immersion coming up the following week, and I just started seeing the entire journey. It was an 8-day retreat, so I opened my computer in the taxi on the way to Canggu, and in 20 minutes I map out session by session by session an entire 8-day retreat.
Mm.
The ecstatic awakening retreat, moment of download. I was sitting in the jacuzzi under the stars in Hawaii. some years back, and I just saw the entire thing. And that was after
Mm.
a night of ecstatic dance. And so basically, all this to say is that when I started prioritizing following my aliveness and tapping into that deeper space of tuning in and opening up to a bigger field of receiving the vision rather than trying to think my way to it, things started happening and time started bending where it's like, and we'll explain how you can, how every single woman who's here can do this as well, because this is not a person dependent thing. It's literally we all have access to this in our own way. You will begin to create, you can create more in 5 minutes when you are in flow state than in 5 hours trying to push it when you're not feeling it. And
Yes.
so, for anyone who's had that feeling of stuckness, or like, oh, it takes so long to create things, or like, I don't know what to write, or like, what should be on my sales page, or whatever the thing is, it's like, this is the key right here.
I love it. It also brings me to this memory where I was creating a painting because I think it's the same. Like our work is also like a piece of art, right? So it doesn't matter if we're working on our websites or if I'm working on my painting. But I remember like wanting to paint these wings on me. And I was just struggling. I tried to push these wings and I had to erase them again and then again drew it in a different way. And actually, the next day, when I entered into the space from this connected place, from this flow state, I had the wings on there in 10 minutes and they were beautiful. So can you share a bit more about what is this exactly, this flow state? Because I can feel it through your examples, but can you unpack a bit more for us what it exactly is?
Mm, yes, absolutely. And so I'll bring it first in a way back to the scientific, just what is actually flow state, because there's some people that have actually mapped this, what actually happens in the brain when we enter flow. So first of all, flow state. Maybe some of you women, you're like, yep, that's my jam. That's what I'm exploring every single day. And some of you might be like, what is this flow state thing? It's like, is it like flowy dance, or like what is it even? Flow state is another word for peak performance or being in the zone. So athletes often talk about being in the zone. It's like when there's just the you get the ball and you throw it through the hoop and it's just complete flow. Um, or if you're surfing. So right now we're staying here in the surf hotel in Costa Rica, hence the surf picture in the background here. So surfers, when they enter that complete oneness with the ocean, it's not like they're calculating, trying to what is the best wave and it's just you're completely in the moment. Um, Jazz musicians talk about being in the pocket. Stand-up comedians call it being in the forever box. And so there's many different being in the zone, being in flow. It's basically effortlessness, timelessness, um, peak performance, but in a relaxed way. You're not trying hard to be good or excellent. It's coming through. There's also a deeper receiving of data, you can say. So your mind is able to process a bigger amount of information effortlessly per second. And so there is a bigger amount of information, inspiration that is coming through. And so this has been seen for a long time as almost something mythical. It's like, how do people enter into the zone of genius, and what actually happens? And there has been this thing where people talk about the 100% brain. Like if you've seen the movie Lucy with Scarlett Johansson, where she gets access to 100%, and there's this idea that we only use a small percentage of our brain, and if we could access 100%, then we would be like Lucy or like the guy in Limitless. Um, and what they actually found, because they were excited to check this out, so they put brain sensors, and these are, I just want to give credit. So Stephen Kotler and Jamie Wheel, founders of the Flow Genome Project. You can Google this and geek out. They worked a lot with Google, with NASA, with Navy SEALs, with top athletes. They put brain scanners on athletes, on surfers, on freestyle rappers, on peak performance, high performance business people, business owners, creatives, and watch what happened in the brain when they entered flow. And they thought that they would see more parts of the brain lighting up and becoming activated, like in Lucy. But what they found was that it's not that more parts of the brain become activated, it's actually that parts of the brain shut down, become quiet,
Mm.
become dormant. and specifically for the science geeks among us, specifically the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. So basically, the prefrontal cortex, and on the sides is basically what is the part of the brain that is responsible for the inner critic and impulse control, and the
Mm.
part of the mind that is here to keep us safe in a way, but also the part of you, the part of your brain that when you have an idea and you're like, I'm gonna write a book, or I'm gonna create an online course, or I'm going to create a coaching program, and you have this pure inspiration. That's the part of your brain that says, it's never going to work. Everyone is going to hate your book. You're probably never going to finish it. What if nobody buys? It's better to just never even try. So that's the part of the brain that's like, no, don't do it. It's danger. Um, so when we enter flow, that part of the brain goes quiet. And when that part of the brain goes quiet, then a deeper intelligence can flow through. And this is when we enter into a space that is deeper than the thinking mind. And this is where we can receive ideas, inspirations, downloads that we've never had before.
I love it. I just feel my whole body getting really, really excited. Yeah, beautiful. I feel also what comes up for me, it's like in very simple words, it's like the flow state helps you then basically to get out of your own way. Because I feel that's what that part of the brain does. It gets like we get in our own way. Like we think ourselves out of things instead of allowing it to flow through effortlessly and naturally.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And so from this place, the question, kind of the logical question can be then, so well, how do we enter flow? Like if this is what it's, if this is what happens when we're in there, then how can we access that state? And the short answer is basically anything that taps you in, anything that brings you into that space of aliveness. Very often I have found it's like out of the mind and into the body. And so anything that activates your body and more of your fullness. This could be meditation, where you breathe into and feel your whole body, as well as begin to feel the field around you, the quantum field, the field of possibilities, bigger expanded awareness. It could be meditation, it could be surfing, it could be working out, it could be shaking, it could be dancing, even just putting on your favorite hip hop track or what dirty trap music or whatever you like, and just dancing for 3 minutes or shaking for 30 seconds. Um, it could be doing your favorite sports, it could be making love, it could be taking a walk in nature, it could be listening to music, even just listening to music while you're working. A lot of people are into binaural beats or brain.fm. They're these like brain hacking things you can explore. And what I have found to be the universal access point that is the most potent, that when we have the ecstatic awakening retreat and other events, it's like this is one of the key things that we explore with the entrepreneurs and the business owners that come, because seems to be the universal kind of flow access one, which is breath work.
Mm.
And so the reason I haven't found like an answer to why this is, but what I can just imagine and assume is kind of like not everyone is a pro surfer, or not everyone is a freestyle rapper or a basketball player or a musician, but everyone breathes.
Mm.
And so because we are always already breathing, then the breath seems to be this universal access point where, and we'll do an experience of this in a moment, which is the one way that I could describe it is kind of like drugs without drugs. And so one reason why I feel that so many people feel drawn to psychedelics and plant medicine and MDMA and whatever it is, or even just like people getting drunk or having a glass of wine or a tequila shot. It's like it brings us from the thinking mind into more of a space of relaxation, and already that bit of extra relaxation opens the portal. And so, but the breath work is something that we have access to, and that is super healthy, has no side effects other than just super oxygenating the body, rebooting the immune system, just having us feel really vital. There's no hangover, there's no calm down. It just literally is like drugs without drugs. That's my love, Gabriel, like you said, Zen Tempest, who's a hip hop artist. He has one line in one of his tracks. I think the name of the track is Ecstasy, and he says the pharmacist is the breath in me. And I love that so much. Just the pharmacist is the breath in me, because it changes our brain chemistry, it changes the hormonal balance, it just brings everything into this effortless peak state that feels really relaxed at the same time. And so that.
Beautiful. I love it. So why do you feel this is such a potent piece when it comes to us women in business? And not only women, I mean, we're speaking here to women. Of course, it's super potent for men as well, but just speaking to the women here in this retreat, why do you feel this combination of accessing flow state through breath work is such a potent way?
Mm, yes, I love this. And so it kind of comes back to what I was sharing in the beginning about the shifts that I was noticing, and then as I've guided now thousands and thousands of people, both live and virtually, in these flow state practices, is that a few different things. So it works on the level of inspiration, that you get access to much, much, much bigger amount, deeper flow of inspiration. And the things that come through not only blow other people away, where they're like, how did you create this? But you are blown away yourself. You're like, where did this
Yes.
come from? You have this whole
Yes, I totally relate with that. Yeah.
and so you get blown away by your own creations. It's like source, God, life, the universe, whatever consciousness can flow through you in a deeper way, and so you get access to more inspiration. It also works on the level of action, in the sense that when you are in flow, taking action becomes easy. Because what I found in myself and so many people is that one of the biggest things is that it feels, that holds people back in business, is that it feels difficult or like an effort to take action. But when you are in breath work, or you're working out, or you're making love, or you're going for a walk on the beach or in the forest, and you enter that space of flow and inspiration comes through, it's like you have to write it down, or you have to go live on Facebook, or you have to press record and record a video for YouTube, or you have to, it's like you create the thing just wants to come through you, and so action becomes effortless. Time bending again, you create more in 5 minutes in flow than 5 hours sometimes not in flow. And then also, when you are in a space of just operating from the surface level of you, what you create from that space is going to be mediocre at best. Whereas when you feel access to your full everything that you are, and intelligence flowing through you, the creations that come through you elevate. And then one other aspect that's linked to this, but we haven't spoken about yet, is really this tuning into, in a sense. So let me say it like this. So for all you women who are tuning in right now, feel into the space and the quality of the intuition of everything that you can be. So the intuition, or the sense of, maybe you have the sense of everything you can be, or you at your full capacity, your quantum self, or maybe it feels like a future self. So you just imagine or feel into you in your fullness, you in your full effortless power, channeling, transmitting, creating, being of service, having access to intuition. I mean, Nicole is one of the most intuitive humans that I know on the whole planet. So maybe there's more of that available to you as well. So there's the sense, this intuition of everything that you can be. And then there's your currently lived reality, and how much of that you're actually living. And another way of describing this could be that there is the you that is nervous and insecure and doesn't know if the thing is going to work, or if anybody's going to like it, or the you that is concerned with the future or what's going to happen or if people are going to buy your program or whatever. And then there's the you that just knows. There's the you that is just tapped into everything. That is the you that is just pure wisdom. And so depending on which one we live from, that is going to define and create our entire reality and everything that we create in business, as this is also a business immersion. And so this is the question, is like, are you operating from the 20% or the 2% of the surface level of you that is usually what you feel when you feel like nervous and insecure and not sure if the thing is going to work? Or are you operating from and prioritizing accessing your full depth and then allowing creation to come from that space? I could say more, but I feel like it's pretty clear in terms of like, why is this powerful, and how can
Yeah.
we utilize this as women, powerful women in business?
Yeah, it feels super powerful. And I relate so much with it, especially this piece of being blown away by your own creations, or not even own. It's like it comes from somewhere. It feels very non-personal also to me when I go into flow state, or when I am like, when I stepped out of my own way, it's almost like a non-personal energy can move through me that is coming from somewhere, wherever it comes from. Yeah, beautiful. So as I'm sensing with you, there's one more thing I want to, yeah, I would love to hear you speak on before we go into the experience of the breath. It's for the women who feel like they are really, really stuck. So, for example, now we find ways that, okay, when you're stuck, you can like go in connection with the breath and connect to that future self or higher self or most aligned self. What would you say to the women who maybe feel really, really stuck?
Mm, thank you.
Yeah.
So, a few different things and a few different possibilities. And so, first of all, I want to acknowledge that every every woman's situation and life experience is unique. And so, if I was one on one with somebody, I could give a very specific and unique answer to this, or transmission, or holding space for this. What comes through right now as you're asking this question is well, a few different things. So one is how we meet the experience. And so it's not usually so much about what we are feeling or how we're feeling, but how we're feeling about how we're feeling. It's like compounded emotion on top of what is already going on. And so, for example, so you might describe it as, I'm feeling stuck. Stuck, I would say, is quite frequently a judgment upon a very raw emotion. And so it might be that you're feeling tender, and then by feeling tender, you don't feel like going live on Facebook or creating things, and then you label that as feeling stuck. And so the question is then, how are you meeting this? And I find that a really beautiful way of meeting this is with love and with tenderness and with care, and asking yourself, just, what do you need right now? Or what can I do for you, my love? Or kind of the way we would want, our intimate partner to meet it, where it's not like
Mm,
he or she is like, you shouldn't be feeling like this, but more like, how can I support you, my love? What do you need right now? And so for myself lately, and when I say lately, it's pretty much like for the last almost like a year and a half, I have been feeling very little output energy and a lot of cocooning and going inwards. And as it first started happening, I had this misunderstanding about what was happening, and I thought, I'm stuck, or there's nothing coming through right now, or I don't feel excited or inspired for my business. And then I was like, well, hold on, there is actually inspiration and excitement coming through. It's just not for what I think is the thing that I quote unquote should be doing. And so, for example, the last couple of months being here in Nosara after leading the Ecstatic Awakening retreat, I have been maybe more inward than I've been in my whole entire life. And I
mm,
haven't felt excited to post on social media. I haven't sent an email. I sent the first email to my list 2 days ago for the first time in 2 months.
mm,
And so I haven't felt excited in that. And I first, my mind was like, oh, I'm stuck. And then I was like, hold on, I do feel inspiration, and inspiration is for meditating, breathing, working out, going to boxing classes, going to aerial silk, going to the ocean. And because my mind was like, well, that's not productive, it thought that it misinterpreted it as that I was stuck. But actually, it's like, well, there is an excitement. So, to bring it back to you, to the women, to all of you who are tuning into where is actually the inspiration. So, if you're feeling stuck, maybe that stuck is actually a guidance to go deeper inside, a
Mhm.
guidance to spend more time in meditations. This could be any of my practices. It could be Nicole has many. She has this tuning into your most free and alive self. Like there are many different practices that you can do. Maybe your excitement is to have a bath, or to um, have a massage, or to spend more time in nature, spend more time
Mhm.
offline. um, this last year and a half, a lot of us have been guided to go deeper inside. And maybe there's a feeling of, well, if I do that, then I won't make money. And yes, maybe not immediately, but I guarantee you that there is something deeper that's going to come through. And pretty much every single time when you're stuck in a how, like, how do I do the thing, or how do I make money, or how do, it's an indication that you're asking the question from this. You're asking the
Mhm.
question from the 8 or 20% or 2% on the surface that doesn't know what to do. And
Mhm.
so every time you're stuck in a how, stuck, quote unquote, and stuck in a, often the stuckness is like, how do I do the thing, or what should I do next? Prioritize going deeper, dropping
Mhm.
deeper. What is here now? How can you meet this part of you with a deeper love, deeper than you've ever done before? How can you be really present with that tender part of you that doesn't know what to do? How
Yeah.
can you prioritize dropping deeper through meditation, breathwork, dancing, touch, therapy, whatever the thing is, so that the you that then creates is a deeper you, and then everything that comes from that space deepens. And so to just summarize this, it's like meeting whatever is showing up within you with love and with tenderness and with presence, asking, how can I support you, my love? What do you need right now? What would feel nourishing to you right now? And then just tuning into what is the actual excitement and inspiration. So if you feel stuck in your business, there is most likely an actual inspiration, even if the inspiration is to do nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, I really just want to do nothing, or I want to. Gabriel and I have been watching a lot of movies lately and really enjoying it, not just like as a zoning out, but like choosing the kind of movies where we feel expanded in the receiving of those
Mhm.
movies, you know. So it could be
Beautiful.
meditation, it could be Netflix, you can there's a portal in everything.
I love so much that you bring in this piece. And especially, I think that the stuckness comes from the idea of what we think we should be doing instead of truly allowing the flow that wants to happen. And in that, really realizing that it only means what we make it mean. And that's also what I hear you like pointing towards, that whatever experience we're going through doesn't have inherent meaning and only has the meaning that we give to it. So I really love that you bring in this piece. Yeah. So are you, I think it's a beautiful moment to take the women on a journey into breath and to have an experience for them where they can, yeah, tap into these realms of flow state and connection and that more full percentage of that is available for them.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, yes, absolutely. We can do this. And I want to say also, just before we go into this, women, is that when you breathe, when you shake, when you drop in deeper into your body, you're going to begin to feel more of everything. And this is part of the superpowers as women, is our capacity to feel. And there are different ways of defining feelings and emotions, but something really magical happens when we are able to just expand and welcome everything. And both meeting the emotion and whatever shows up, as well as feeling into the space of awareness that is before the body. And so the breathing that we're going to do is going to help facilitate all of that. Is allowing for more energetic awakening inside our body, more oxygen to flow into all of our cells. The breath work we're going to do is the beginning of um, what is a practice that I created with a friend of mine, Jonathan. We're going to do the first half, which is the part that I guide, and then I'm going to fade it out and come on live and guide the meditation from there. But this is it's an immune boosting breath work with heart coherence meditation. We're going to do the first part, which is the breath work. And so the reason why I wanted to do this one specifically is because it works on multiple levels. And so in this time that we're in, it is more vital than ever. I'm imagining that you can agree to this, to take care of our immune system and to take care of our vitality and our health in our body. Like, this is what we transmit through, is our body and being here on this planet. And so it's an immune boosting breath work. It will help to clear your system and reboot your immune system in a really beautiful and powerful way. And through the breath, it will also allow us to enter into a deeper space of both deeper into our body as well as more expanded in our awareness. And the breathing that we're going to do is an open mouth, connected, surrendered breathing. And so the most important part in this is the connection and the surrender. And so it's not a breath work where we're forcing or pushing anything. It's literally just receiving breath and allowing a wave of breath to move in and out of our body. And you're invited to do this in and out through an open mouth. If you prefer, you could also do in through the nose and out through the mouth. That works as well. Different benefits to mouth breathing, different benefits to nose breathing. So feel free to choose your own adventure. But I'll just demonstrate the basic breath and then we're going to do it together. And so to begin, you can begin to just relax your mouth open like this. And as you relax your mouth open, begin to feel like an open pathway all the way down into your body. So even as you're maybe having your eyes open or closed, begin to bring your awareness further down into your body. So this is the basic breathing, and then we're going to begin to connect the breath. So there is no gap in between the inhale and the exhale. So short demo, it will be something like this. And so it's a full and deep inhale and a relaxed exhale. We're not pushing the exhale, it's just a deep in and simple letting go. Deep in, simple letting go. Deep in, simple letting go. And this will be guided together with music. So we're going to find a rhythm of the breathing. We're going to start slower, then speed it up, and then we're going to do some breath holds. Those of you who are familiar with Wim Hof breathing, you're probably familiar with breath holds. We're not going to do like the long several minutes thing. It's like a 30-second, 45-second, I think we go up to 60 seconds at most, breath hold that we're going to do first on the exhale. So you'll be releasing the breath, closing your mouth, holding the breath on the exhale, and then we're going to take a deep breath in and hold on the inhale. This will all be guided. I just want to give you a little just preview to what's to come so you know. If you need to breathe before I say now inhale, you can do that. And then as you keep on going with this, you'll find that you're able to hold your breath effortlessly for longer. And one of the reasons for the breath hold is A, clearing the immune system, and B, that it brings us into the still point from the mind into the body and turning on a deeper aliveness in all of our cells. So that is for the breathing, and then I'll come on and guide us in a completion meditation from there. This is not planned. I'll just see what comes through in the moment when I'm feeling into all of you women who are here. And the breathing you can do either sitting in a comfortable position or you can lay down. So if you want to take a moment and get cozy and lay down, if you lay down, I would recommend laying on your back with your knees bent, either just your feet flat, knees bent, or you can put a pillow or a cushion under your knees so you can relax your legs. This will allow your belly to relax more. Or you can sit in a comfortable kind of upright open position. So just as we're getting ready to start, you can either get comfortable where you're sitting or you can lay down. Just ask your body what she needs, what she wants. The breathing is about 10 minutes and then I'll come on after that. So just getting ready. And I'm going to share my sound with you and mute myself, and Nicole and I will do the breath work together with you. Just one last note, I don't know if you have this already, but it's good to have either just good speakers or headphones, so that it can be nice to do a little cocoon. So if you're watching this on a replay, or you can pause or whatever, then nice headphones can be really nice to have. But either way is fine. So whatever you have, we'll just go for the ride. Okay, so I'm gonna press play on this, Nicole. You just let me know, little thumbs up that you can hear it, and then I'll mute myself and we'll go for the ride. Warmly welcome to this immune boosting breathwork with heart coherence meditation. And so to begin, either come and sit in a comfortable position, or if you want to allow your body to relax completely, come and lay down on your back, preferably with your legs bent, your feet flat, and your knees up towards the sky. This will allow your lower belly to relax the most, so you can really breathe all the way down. And so taking these first few moments to simply find whatever feels like a comfortable breathing position for you. Allowing a moment to settle into your body, feeling the aliveness and the intelligence of your body in this moment, letting go whatever came before, letting go whatever might happen next. Simply settling into this moment, allowing a deep breath in and relaxed out. Deep breath in and relaxed out. Deep breath in and relaxed out. One more deep breath in and relaxed out, and deep in. Out, in, out, deep in, relaxed out, deep in, relaxed out, breathing in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, continue. Deep in, out, and hold for 30 seconds. And bringing your awareness now to your heartbeat, feeling the throbbing, the pulse of your heart. Begin to intentionally slow your heartbeat down, sending slowness, calm, harmony into your heart. A few more moments, ready to breathe in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in and hold for 30 seconds. Condensing, focusing the energy, breathing it up into your spine, focusing, and begin to feel that tingling of aliveness, of life force in every cell of your body. Just a few more moments now, filling up even more with life energy. Ready to exhale in 3, 2, 1, let go, and in, out, 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 in, out. into this present moment, the aliveness of your body and quiet mind. Now feeling the blood spiraling around your body, this double spiral of blood creating a vortex, spiraling, vortexing around the inner circuitry, your inner river of blood. Soft, harmonious flow moving all around the inside of you, connecting every part of you. Getting ready to breathe in 3, 2, 1. Allow a deep breath in and hold for 30 seconds. Sending the oxygen into every cell of your body. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Release. Deep breath in and relaxed out. Deep breath in and relaxed out. One more deep breath in and relaxed out, and deep in, out, in, out, deep in, relaxed out, deep in, relaxed out, breathing in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, deep in, relaxed out, deep in, relaxed out, breathing in, out, in, out, in, out, and deep breath in and out, and hold for 60 seconds. Allowing yourself to drop in, to relax and to feel the intelligence of your body. Feeling healing light flooding your system, receiving upgrades, downloading light codes, health, vitality into your DNA, alignment into every cell of your body. And hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Allow a deep breath in and hold for 30 seconds, allowing for your entire body to be filled with health, vitality, filling up your physical body, filling up your energy body, the energy field around you. In a moment, we're going to release and then do another breath hold. Release in 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold, feeling the vitality of your body and the stillness of your mind. Feeling yourself as this beacon of health, of vibrant vitality. Release in 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. And now, welcome to extend this to others, to people that you love. Bringing into your awareness people you love, people you care for. Extending this frequency of health, vitality, alignment, heart coherence to them. And one more time, releasing in 3, 2, 1. Exhale. And then one last deep breath in and hold. And feeling once again your physical body, your energy body, the stillness of your mind, and extending this now to people everywhere and the entire planet.
feeling all of us everywhere synchronize into this alignment of health, vitality, and who we naturally are. Expanding this even further, and get ready to release. Let this go in 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and relax. And now, allowing your breath to relax, to become natural, effortless, releasing any doing. Noticing how you are feeling now. And then from here, if you are laying down in this moment, take the next couple of breaths to find your way up to sitting again. And sit in a comfortable seated position with your spine nice and long and aligned, your hips a bit elevated, your shoulders relaxed and open, and your upper body vertically aligned between the earth and the sky. Your chest open, your thighs relaxed. And as you come to settle in, allowing a couple of deep cleansing breaths in and out of your body.
So breathing into your body and everything that you're feeling right now. Noticing any sensations inside you. Noticing what you can sense, what you can perceive inside your body. As well as tuning into the space all around you. And with your eyes closed or open, whatever taps you in, begin to feel into the field around you. And tuning into this field around you, not just as air or empty space, but as electricity, as information, as a vibrant, alive intelligence that is all around you as well as connected with you. Tuning into if you can expand your capacity to receive information, to sense into the field. And begin to sense into who is this expanded you? Who is this quantum you? So feeling the presence in this moment of everything that you are. Feeling the presence in this moment of the you that has access to everything. You might feel this as a future you who has done even more of breathwork and meditation and spending time in darkness and body activations, energetic activations. A future you that has already healed so much of whatever you're currently going through. The you that is tapped in, the you that knows. You might feel this as a future self, or simply your quantum self, your higher self, the expanded you that is already here right now in this moment. And allowing her, allowing this you to begin to flood her presence into you as you're sitting here right now. And you might feel this as you being all around yourself. Maybe you're in front of yourself, or maybe there's a sense of the future you or the expanded you standing behind yourself. And feeling the presence of her, the presence of this you, and allowing her to flood you, your system, your body, your energy body, to flood you with energy. Imagining this future you or the expanded you, perhaps standing behind you or in front of you with her hands up, sending this transmission of energy, activation, calm, knowingness into you. And as you're receiving this, begin to breathe in and out as though you're breathing in and out of every cell, breathing in and out of your skin, and a feeling of as though every cell in your body is opening. So with the inhale, a feeling of expanding from the inside, lighting up from the inside, and a feeling of all your cells opening and becoming more receptive for receiving this transmission from you. The way plants open to receive the sunlight, the photosynthesis, the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide, allowing your cells on the energetic level to open to receive this transmission, this download, this upgrade, this healing. From your quantum self. The you that transcends this body, the you that transcends lifetimes. Allowing deep, fluid breaths. And For the next minute or so, I'll be quiet, so I won't speak anything, so that you can simply bask in this and receive this. Simply noticing whatever you're noticing and receiving. And then with your next few breaths, begin to allow her to melt into you. Begin to allow yourself to merge with this future you, or this quantum you. So breathing even deeper and receiving you into your cells, into your body. Becoming intimate with yourself. Merging with, melting together with. Receiving with the inhale and grounding, anchoring in with the exhale. Receiving with the inhale, and with the exhale allowing for grounding, relaxation, harmony, settling in. Receiving with every breath in, grounding, relaxing, balancing with every breath out. And feel yourself now in relation to your business or what you're here to create. And allowing yourself to be here in this feeling of spaciousness and possibility. Knowing that in this moment right now, creations are making their way through you, ideas are making their way in. Like a stream or a river of guidance, inspiration, ideas, creativity. What would happen if you broke all the rules in your business? What would make your offerings, your creations even more fun for you? What might you layer in that would take something from sort of okay into, oh my God, I get to do this? Can it be this fun? Can it be this unconventional, this deep? Nobody's ever done this before. What if I do this? What if I add this? What if you created this? That sounds like a good time. I would want to be a part of that. Maybe there's something you're currently creating in your business, which if you just added one more layer or one more thing or tweaked a little thing, it would just elevate the entire experience, both for you and for everyone who is served by this offering. And knowing now that the seeds are planted, the space is open. And so as you keep on journeying into your life, into this immersion, into your day, more and more of these seeds of ideas, inspiration, and downloads can keep on making their way into you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything you bring.
Mm. Thank you
Thank
so much. Yeah, I just noticed it's so beautiful to be in your space again, just to see you again, to feel your transmission, to feel the clarity in that and the beauty in that, the purity in that also. So I'm super grateful for this powerful, powerful work that you bring. Yeah. And for the women here, if you want to go deeper with Ronja, she has a really beautiful free gift for you. It's the 22 Minutes of Bliss, a free guided morning practice for inspiration, enhanced productivity, and a natural high. And it comes in 10 different versions, all guided with Ronja's voice and beautiful music. And you have experienced now how relaxing and opening Ronja's voice is. So I highly recommend her work. I went through her retreats, I worked in her retreats, I collaborated with her, and yeah, I just really love what you bring and who you are. Yeah. So we put the link below this video, ronjasebastian.com, and the direct link to the free gift is below this video. So go and get it if you love this experience today. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Nicole. I just want to thank you for holding the space for all the women, both in this specific training that you and I co-created now, as well as this entire immersion. I just love the
Mm,
space you hold, everything that you bring, and if the women who are here are in any way aligned with you, then we're in the company of some pretty amazing women all around the planet. So thank you for being.
yeah. Much love. Mwah.